Alright, everyone thinks going viral is easy. But when you're a music artist trying to promote your content, trying to get everyone to go stream your songs, it's a little bit trickier. When you're not connecting with anyone online, you have no idea how to strategically post your videos and actually build traction on your music. And you have no idea how to actually build a connection and a relationship with the people that are watching your content without creating the same old, oh, my new song's out now promo. It makes the road a lot longer. So in this video, I'm going to be speaking on the 3 key questions you need to be asking yourself before you're posting content online as a music artist and trying to get people to listen to your music. And this is exactly what I learned when I was making music, when I was stuck on 500 views, when I was stuck in the trap of not being able to get 1,000 streams on my songs, when I was stuck on 100 monthly listeners, to making these changes and racking up millions of views online, on YouTube, on TikTok, up to 30 million streams on my Spotify. Plus, living my dreams all at the age of 16, performing all around the UK on massive stages. And no, I'm not here selling anyone any dreams. Look, if your music is shit, then I think you just need to probably figure out your path, or someone's got to be honest with you and tell you, bro, just stick to the 9 to 5 or something. If you're someone that's sitting on multiple unreleased bangers, that deserve that recognition, that you know deserve the appreciation, maybe you've even got management behind you that are telling you this is huge. It's like, how do we promote this? And you're someone that, doesn't have much direction when it comes to posting content coming into 2026 to promote your music because things just aren't working, then listen up, I'm going to run through it. So the first question you need to be asking yourself before you're posting content as a music artist is, would you watch this? You've just posted a video, you're telling people your song's out now, it's very same old, there's a lot of people doing the same thing. Would you realistically watch this if you was laying down in your bed, if you was sitting on the sofa, if you was just having some chill time, trying to go through Instagram, trying to scroll through TikTok? Would you watch this video, or is this something you'd scroll past? That's the real question you need to be asking yourself. Because if you're not, just as one person behind the screen, if you're not watching the video that you're putting out, why do you expect others to watch it as well? You've really got to think about some key things. Is it interesting enough? Is it engaging? Is it bringing any sort of value to people? Anything that can help them, make a change for them? Is there anything that relates to them? Is there anything that resonates with them through the lyrics, but also visually? Or is it just trying to sell to people that your new song's out now and everyone needs to go stream it? And honestly, I used to do this myself. I was just posting content for the fun of it, and then I'd sit there and I'm like, well, why is this not working? Why is this post not performing? This is like my favorite video ever, but like, it's my favorite video and it was really fun to make, for example. Would I watch it? Is it engaging? Probably not. But look, that's the biggest thing you got to be asking yourself. Would you watch the videos or the content that you're posting? Once you've figured out, I filmed a video, this is something I'd actually watch, this is something that brings relatability, then you're good. But if it's not something you're going to watch, then even think about it. There's some videos that you might have recorded already that might have potential to be watchable. But what changes can you make to it? A lot of the time it might come to how you edit it. Very simply, it might be an on-screen text. I don't know, POV, you texted her 100 times and still doesn't get a response. And then the video is just a standard performance of you running down a street with an emotional face. If you fixed it through one key thing, there's an on-screen text that's relatable, that can resonate with people, that can resonate with the audience that are maybe going through it, that are finding something deep. The most important part is if you ask yourself if you really would watch the content, and you would, and it feels engaging and it feels like something that will hit a certain audience, then you're good to go. That's the first step to getting further. You'd watch the video. There's going to be a certain target audience that will watch this as well. So going on to question number 2, and this is the biggest one, is why would you watch this video? Really asking yourself that why. Why would you watch this video? Why does it hit like that? Why does it make me feel like that? Why will other people feel a connection to this video? Why will other people relate to this as well? And I'm so passionate about talking on the why at the moment is because I've been doing this myself in terms of what I do. I help upcoming artists get more recognition. But recently, or it was actually last week, I've really had to just sit down and figure out, what is my why? Why do I do what I do? And after writing it down in my notepad, line after line, and just figuring out who I am and what is my why, what's my purpose, what's my drive that keeps me going. It actually took me a whole week to fully realize, even though I've been doing this for a year, it took me a full week to just realize and knuckle down on why I do what I do. And before I said to you, oh, I help music artists get more recognition. My real why is I help my younger self. I help me. I help the people that are in the position I was in when I was making music. as an upcoming artist, when I was struggling to get recognition, when I couldn't get any traction on the videos I was posting, I was lost. I had no direction. These are the type of people I help. This is why I'm making this video like I do. I was going to say the videos, but I haven't made loads of videos. But this is why I'm making this type of video, because I'm helping the people that do feel lost and don't have that direction. That's the biggest thing. As the second question you got to ask yourself, once you've figured out, would you watch this video? You think you'd watch it? Why would you watch this video? Get a notepad out, write it all down. Why would you watch it? Figure it all out. Trust me, I had to spend, like I said, a whole week figuring out everything about me, and I feel like that last week is going to have the biggest impact on my 2026, because I know my real drive, my real why, my real purpose for what I'm doing, being able to help as many people that are lost and don't have that direction in 2026. So cool, we figured out, would you watch the content, would you watch the video? You figured out your why. Hopefully you've really gone through it. You're figuring out, you're understanding, why would I watch this video? Why would other people connect? Why would other people enjoy this sort of content? And once you figured out the why, what you need to ask yourself is, what will work if you're going to be watching this type of content? So you've created a video that you definitely would watch as a viewer, and you figured out the why. So what's going to work over the long run? It doesn't mean you can't trial and error. The biggest part of all of this is you've got to be able to try and take them L's. I've taken so many L's this year. I've taken a lot of W's. I've taken a lot of L's though this year. There's been a lot of learning. But you've got to try stuff out, try different things that are going to work. And then once you find that thing that does work, it might be for a certain release. I spend 4 weeks focusing on that, I don't know, content theme that's going to work for the content you're putting out to promote the music. For example, if it's a deep motivational song and you want to make people feel uplifted, you might post a deep emotional quote type of video. It might even be a little edit that you put together with, what like I said before, an on-screen text. So ask yourself, well, what's going to work if you're going to watch this? So you're going to trial and error. So ask yourself, if this is going to work, so what's going to work for the long run? Well, if the quote video performs well, the deep motivational quote video, then you figured out something that works with your audience. Your deep lyrics are resonating with people because you're putting out the visually appealing videos that connects with them, that links into their personal life, that really connects with them, and they feel like this is something that hits them. They're going to be engaged, and that video, they have a reason to listen to you. So what I'm trying to say, I don't know how clear I've made it, but stay on top of what's working. So like I said before, one more time, trial and error, try different things, don't get me wrong, but once you found out what works, stay on top of what's working. I'm literally doing it with some of the artists I'm working with at the moment. We done our first 4-week rollout of promoting a certain song, and now a couple months later and we're moving on to the next song. I've taken this whole week to pretty much analyze everything that's done well. And when I hopped on a call with one of the guys I'm working with at the moment, I said to him, by the way, I'd say go back to that same location. He's like, oh, why? Like, you don't think people will get bored of it? Nah, bro, that's your biggest video. That one's hit 200,000 views on Instagram. That one's the one that people have connected with. That one's the one that people are sending you Instagram DMs and commenting saying, bro, this hit me. Like, yo, you need to drop this. That's what we need to stay on top of. The stuff that's working, the stuff that connects with people. And yeah, honestly, it's going to get a lot easier. So I'd say they're the 3 questions you need to be asking yourself. That's pretty much it from me. If you want more videos like this, drop a little like, send me a little DM on Instagram. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. I'll be back. Laters.